Frosty.
Yo,
Frosty.
what's going on, guys? What's up? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the stream. This is Obe TA, where we go live, take a look at the chart, see what's going on. Yeah, man, there's been a lot going on, and I feel bad that I wasn't on yesterday to cover. I know that's when the majority of the damage was done, but we're here today, man, and there's a lot to talk about. So let's get into it. As always, I got the Discord and everything in the chat, so there's a lot of educational content there. I post up charts regularly. If you want to go in, take a look at that, just hit that link. Do me a favor, if you're coming in and you're new and you haven't yet, hit the subscription button, the like button, all that stuff helps get some eyes on the channel here. And without further ado, let's get into it. And we'll start with Bitcoin here as always. So throughout the day, it looked like we were trying to get some relief from the damage that we had yesterday, right? We had another similar Black Monday type of situation, and I had a member in the Discord was telling me, oh, but Black Monday, black is good when it comes to stocks, right? If you're in the black on a chart, on a graph, usually means you're in profit. But I had to school them and show them, it was like 1987 or something like that, the Black Monday that they had back then. So I mean, it's not good when the day is black. So yesterday, 15% drawdown, which is, I do believe, the largest drawdown we've had at least since back in like in the 2018s. Yeah, 13% here. I don't think we've had anything like this for quite some time. 39.50 on the COVID crash. All right, so 39%. That was probably the largest drawdown Bitcoin's ever seen. But yeah, man, 15%. So there's a 15% day back February 2018, and 14% back in December, right after that 2020. Or I'm sorry, the $20,000 high that we had back in 2018. So I mean, dude, just disgusting. I mean, just look at it. All right, just straight down. We were talking about it before. If you're in the Discord and all that, you would have, I've been talking about this. Just the sideways price action, consolidation in a bear trend, going sideways, momentum building, without any kind of upward swing in price, right? Just when you see this kind of stuff, when momentum is building and buy orders are coming in, but you're just kind of going sideways and you're range bound for a while, it's people kind of dipping their toes in the water, right? Those are the kind of buy orders you're getting. You're getting light buy orders. People are hesitant to put in larger sums of money, which is just an indicator that there is less confidence in the market right now, which is not good in a bear trend. You don't want to see low confidence in an asset in a bear trend. So man, it finally capitulated, dumped, sold off. So look, man, we're here, right? And there's really not much to be done here at 2168. Scalpers might be hanging around down here. As far as a swing trade goes, after you dump like this, you have to wait for more information. You need to start seeing this thing go sideways. You need to see it spring up and then come down and hold or something, right? This confirmation low is more where you're interested in getting in as far as like a real long. I'm not mad at anybody that's buying the asset right now, as far as maybe not taking a real long position. Like if you've got $5,000 to invest, you're not putting all 5,000 in, but maybe you're sprinkling it in, right? A little 500 here or so. Keep the dollar cost average going, right? If you're dollar cost averaging on the way up here, you should 100% be dollar cost averaging down here. That's the whole point. You're trying to get your average price as low as possible. So to turn that off, I mean, unless you've lost your job or something, but to turn it off now while it's low like this is just stupid. You should definitely still be dollar cost averaging. These levels are how you get your average cost down. Okay, so I get it, man. There's something to be said about buy the dip, but as far as taking a strategic swing trade here, I mean, there's literally, I don't see anything. You're still just negative momentum. It's like, yeah, you're oversold, and sure, you could catch a relief here, but it's not a strategic entry. It's not a strategic entry at all. It's just not. Even this candle right now, it's kind of crap. It's not. You're not even getting like a doji or anything. 43 minutes until it closes. It's kind of a crappy candle. All right, so again, scalpers would be here, but at this point, you're going to be dealing with Fibonacci levels on the way back up, right? The 50-day moving average is going to start coming down into this zone here, so maybe it pulls back to 26,600, maybe. That 50% retrace. Historically, looking at this thing, like we can, I mean, which high do you want to consider the high? This green, this little MACD green point right here, we could do that, right? So we're doing this Fibonacci. It got up to the 382 before rolling back over and dumping. So in a bear trend like this, the 236 and the 382 are very real levels for price to get to before rolling back over. So to be optimistic, or maybe conservative in a way, if you are expecting some kind of reaction here, 25.3 or 25,000, you're now below psychological 25,000. Disgusting. Below psychological 25,000 at this point. Yeah, dude, I don't even know if you make it back to the 382. At this point, man, especially on the daily. Again, nothing on the daily implied. Even if you did start to pivot here on the daily, the RSI at this point is you've got a lower low. So there isn't even any Class A bullish divergence or anything down at this level, which again oftentimes retraces back to like a 382 or something before rolling over again. So it's just, as far as anybody sitting here going like, you know, I'm selling my cars and my watches and I'm going all in, let me make sure that, you know what, before I do this, because nobody's in here letting me know, let me do a sound check real quick so I'm not wasting my life. If I do another 45 minutes and then find out that it's not working, I'm going to be launching shit out the window. I think it's good. Yep. All right. I think we're good. I'm going to just keep that right here in case it shuts off or something. I want to know, man. There's technical issues all the time, and it just can be a real pain in the balls. All right. Nice. So, yeah. By the way, if anybody is watching this or tunes in, this is an interactive stream, man. So, if you've got a specific asset you want me to take a look at, just throw it in. It's all free. Just for fun. All right. So, yeah, anybody that's coming in right now saying that they're selling their cars, selling their watches to go all in at this point, it's stupid. There's literally no strategic entry there. It's just, they probably were saying similar stuff at 40,000 and 30,000 and 25 and 20, right? There is nothing saying that this thing can't dip down to 20,000 and below, but like move it to the weekly. The weekly is actually a really interesting chart because you're at that 200 week moving average, right? Which for this chart, at least with Binance, it's never, like, it started in June or May of 2021. So you're at it right now. You're slightly below it. But again, negative momentum continuing to build. You've got a lower low going on the RSI, right? So it's just like, I'm not seeing any exhaustion of sellers going on right now at all. And if you go ahead, honestly, I would kind of disregard the COVID low. It wasn't like a natural dump there. So I would probably bring it back to right before, like this November low right here. This is honestly where I would be Fibonacciing. There's no wick there. All right, we'll be even a little more conservative. Throw it to the body. All right, so you're around the 786, lining up, having some confluence there with that that December high at 20,000 with the 200 week moving average. Sure, okay, I can understand, especially after what, 9-10 red candles in a row. I can understand a good week. Could we get a good week? Is that too much to ask? All right.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I'm just saying that the people who are talking about selling everything and going all in right now, there's just, you have to take the macro picture into consideration when you're talking about that, right? It's not like the money printer's on and stocks are booming and tech's doing great and this is going on, right? And the potential for the cheap money to get back in here is there. That's not the case anymore, man. Bitcoin needs the stock market to turn around before doing its thing. So, and the alts need Bitcoin. So until the stock market starts to kind of calm down and recuperate, there's no reason as to why this would reverse here, just because it's at a support and a psychological number support. All right, the 886 is right down here at about 13,000, 12,000. Okay, that's where you're. I know that number's been thrown out a lot lately. And yeah, dude, you could definitely go down to those levels. 13,000. Again, the last bear run that we had from the top came down to what, like 3,300? That was 83% off the top. So, and that was not during. There was some. The stock market wasn't doing great, but I would say that things now are even worse. And you're about 68%. So yeah, dude, you could go down another 80. If we mirror the last bear market, 83 brings you down to about 10 grand. I literally see no reason, dude. In a recession, this kind of environment, dude, people are not buying cryptocurrencies. All right, they're just not. The money is in commodities and energy and just things that people use in real life to feed themselves and get where they're going, that kind of stuff. They're definitely not buying altcoins. The altcoins are already like 90% off their all-time highs. So I mean, obligatory drink seems warranted in given these times. Again, anybody in here, if you got something you want me to take a look at, throw it in the chat. It's free, man. I'll be happy to do some analysis on it. But yeah, that's Bitcoin, man. Okay. Again, negative momentum building on the weekly. You just got a little bit oversold on the RSI. It could dip farther. There's nothing saying it can't. Again, the daily, negative momentum building. You're playing off of hidden bearish divergence on the MACD here and on the RSI, even a little bit more locally with this. Make it a little bit more visible, right? Slightly higher high with a lower high going on. So that's even your most recent price action. Not good, man. And then we could even move it to the 4 hour. All right, what do we got on the 4 hour time frame? We got any help even there? Look, it's just massively oversold. You got down to 12 on the RSI. Last time you did that was what, May of 20, and that was after your last major dump back here in May. All right, so again, you could just go sideways, but I don't see any reason to like go all in because it's gonna just from here take it. Just that kind of stuff it's silly, man. This can go much lower. You will be shocked. Right? Nobody thought at 20 that it would get all the way back down to 3,000. Where was Ethereum even at that point? I think that went at its low. After that, went down to $80. $116 Ethereum was at after it was at like 1,300. So, dude, and that again, that was not with the amount of issues we have going on right now. So that was not like a real recession or anything like that. So, dude, throw a real recession in the mix here. Yeah, I mean, you can see Bitcoin back at, God, I mean, dude, really, I mean, you could see it at 5,000. You could easily see those levels, which in the long-term scheme of things, you should be buying it there all day long. If you actually kind of believe in the tech a little bit, and personally, you know, I'm in it because I see it as an opportunity to outgain a lot of other assets. And I can see the store of value argument with it. It's just kind of like a new asset class. I get that. So I don't think by any means, like you're seeing out there as far as crypto's dead and all that kind of stuff, dude, I don't believe that shit for a second. It will be back. It's just a matter of, you know, the stock market and stuff needs to kind of get it together, man. Got to come back around. All right, does that make sense? So yeah, that is Bitcoin for the time being, not really doing anything. You're in again a bear trend. So the prudent thing to do as far as something strategic would be to wait for it to pull back potentially here to that 382 or the 50% retrace up maybe to this trend line here. Wait for it to get to 25,000, then short it again. Okay, if you short, if you want to do that. So that's pretty much it, man. Waiting to short in a bear trend.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
You know what I mean? Let's keep it moving. Let's take a look at Ethereum. All right, just fell through like a joke. The peak support, right? So again, Bitcoin outperforming in the sense that it's just selling off a little bit less. Not even much, right? Personally, I moved everything over into Bitcoin in anticipation of this, all right? Because I didn't want to come out of the market, but I figured at least it would sell off less. So it's just always been a little bit safer than the alt market. But yeah, dude, like Ethereum, where are you on this chart? You're below that peak support. You're even below this peak here from after that high at January 27th of 2018. You're below this valley support here from February 28th. You're below that. And the only support after that is this peak here from May of 2018. And that's right around 850 bucks. Now, on the weekly, you're at your 200-week moving average. So it's the same story, right? You've never gone below it. And sure, you could get some kind of support here. But again, you're just building negative momentum on the MACD, and on the RSI, you're just a lower low. This is, on this chart at least, yeah, from 2017, this is the lowest the RSI has ever been for Ethereum. Do you understand that? All right. There's never been this much selling on the RSI for Ethereum. So it's just like, I get the argument, right? It's oversold. So let me get it now because it's bound to go up, dude. It could go lower. 100% could go lower. All right. It's definitely not done yet. And that's it, man. Again, let me know if anything's too loud, what the case is. But yeah, so Ethereum, again, no seller exhaustion, anything like that. Move it back to the daily. All right, at 12, what are you about at $1,200? Trying to get a doji here, working off of its own hidden bearish divergence. Again, no bullish divergence on the RSI yet. Right, just wait for it. Okay, if we get a doji today, maybe we get a green day tomorrow, and then that could be your signal to try and get in. And again, I don't know, target 382, what, 1400 maybe? Imagine if you can't even get back above 1300, but yeah, I guess you would target like 1400 bucks. Right, the peak. That's probably what's going to happen, honestly. You're probably going to pull up. All right, you're probably going to pull up to somewhere around the 382 if you get like a doji today. Pull up to the 382, right around 1400, and then treat that peak back here as resistance again. You might literally just roll straight to 848 at that point. That's if you do something like that. If the market sees that it's treating the January 2018 high as resistance again, yeah, dude, you'll probably go to 848 real quick. But again, man, as far as the swing trade goes, you're not interested in this thing until you start seeing something like this, right? An inverse head and shoulders, or, you know, double bottoms, whatever. It's just, at this point, man, you'd be getting it on a big sale, right? 75% off. Continue your DCA, continue whatever you want to do, that's fine. But going all in, right? That's just nonsense. Most people are probably just saying that for clout, right? Oh my god, did you hear he's selling all of his cars to go all in right now? That's crazy, dude. Yeah, it's kind of dumb too, and probably not true. All right. Okay. So Ethereum, let's take a look at the 4-hour on it real quick. See the lower time frame. I mean, ever since you got this bearish butterfly, man, it's been death. But let's take a look. On the 4-hour, it was just massively oversold, and it's no longer oversold. So now at this point, it has more room to run to the downside if it wanted to on the shorter time frame. Bullish engulfing candle about 2 candles ago. And the price action afterwards, pretty pathetic. But again, man, would it be wild to get a pullback here? No, it wouldn't be at all, but I'm not interested in trying to scalp these lows like this. I'm much more comfortable waiting for it to pull back to a resistance, and then I would short it somewhere around here. Okay, you're just, again, you want to trade with the trend. You don't want to fight the trend and try to get longs in this kind of trend. It's the opposite of what you do. Everybody, if you haven't heard, the trend is your friend, okay? So be friendly to it, right? Don't disrespect it, because it will smack you. God, that's loud as... All right. Let me try something here. Let me mess with the sound real quick. It's just loud. That's not gonna do anything. All right. Yeah, you're sitting in the middle of nowhere. Okay, it's Ethereum. Take a look at total real quick. Looks kind of similar. All right, getting somewhat of a doji candle on the daily time frame here. Maybe pulls back, man. Maybe it does. All right, I really can't be shocked. Can't be shocked if it pulls back to like the 382, and that's right at a trillion, dude. So again, here's the thing, right? You did also just break major psychological numbers. Like you just broke $1 trillion on market cap, so you maybe pull back up to 1 trillion, which is pretty close to the 382, before then again dumping down to 761 billion, that kind of stuff. Because you got to take into consideration here, this means that the altcoins are pulling back to their 382s, right? So yeah, you probably get something like this. So is this the time to go all in? No. What does that even mean? Right? Go all in. Does that literally mean you should sell your homes and your cars and all your valuables and put it all into cryptocurrencies in a potential recession? Like, does that sound smart? Like, trust me, dude, I like crypto as much as the next guy, but I'm not going to advocate for that kind of behavior. All right, that's it's just too much. It's too much. All right, so yeah, total market cap. Let me take a look at the weekly here again. You're still above the peak, at least. You haven't touched it here again at the 200-week moving average, like most things. Again, oversold on the weekly, sure. And you might be. Is this the most sold the total market has been on the RSI? It might be. Hold on. Let me take a look here. Hold on. Yeah, it is. All right, so officially on the weekly, this is the most that the crypto market has been oversold. I can't speak for prior to this chart, like 2008 or anything like that, but or yeah, 2009, 2008, 2009. But as of right now, this is the most oversold it's been. So, and it could continue, man. Like we saw the other ones at 12, right? This could get down to 12. Absolutely could. At the same time, it could pull back here, sure, but it's like, do you want to be buying stuff that's literally the most sold it's ever been from like a momentum standpoint? Right? If you've got a hockey team skating down the ice and they've scored 4 in a row and they've got all the momentum on their side, does it make sense to bet on the other team scoring in this kind of situation? Not really. So I don't know if that's a good analogy or not, but I'm trying here. All right. We just want more money.
We want more money.
All right. So, yeah, you're probably coming down to that peak. You're probably coming down below the 200-week moving average. All right. That's it. All right, let's move it on to another one that did terrible today and could be the next Luna. All right. I know that sounds a little like a little much, but it's true. All right, and the reason is that, I mean, you know what, actually, let me do something here. I haven't actually looked at Luna compared to, oh, look at that, it's already pulled up. It's like it knows voice command. I guess, Trading View maybe has voice command now. But look, man, like this was when all of the other cryptos were still selling off and doing poorly, right? Luna was outperforming everything. It was doing really well. Tron, it was doing the same thing, right? The whole time that this has been happening and making higher lows and higher highs, everything else has been selling off, right? As far as the main coins, Bitcoin, all of them, right? It hasn't been following the rules that everything else has. As Luna was doing the exact same thing. So this gave me, just even here, right, when it was making higher highs while everything else is selling, I was getting that kind of vibe. Like, there's something weird going on here. It's not natural. And there's nothing special about Tron. It's just because Justin Sun's running it. But yeah, so I mean, we can see what happened with Luna. It came up and it looked healthy and everybody liked it and it was doing great. And personally, I was like, dang, dude, look at Luna. But I've kind of learned from that, I guess, lesson. I didn't trade it personally, but seeing what happened here, it kind of, it almost in a way was just like a, it was like, you almost wanted to say like, look, something has finally broken away from Bitcoin and is performing on its own. And then real quick, it kind of showed you like, that's not the case, right? These things follow Bitcoin unless there's some kind of manipulation or something weird going on. So the fact that Tron now, after this happened, was looking similar and outperforming and not following the other altcoins, and it, like, let's be real, guys, it's Tron. All right, it's just Tron. They don't do anything. Why are they outperforming, right? There's something going on, and now they've just, it wasn't a Luna dump, but it was, you know, really bad. And today, one of the only ones, everything else is down like 1% or 2 or 3. Tron's down 12. And I think part of the reason, let me get rid of Luna here. I think part of the reason is what's going on with their stable coin. All right. Like, just look at their stable coin. Yesterday, it went down as low as 91 cents. It depegged from the dollar. Okay, which it really hasn't done since, I guess, May. What is this? I don't know if this chart's old or not, but it doesn't really matter. The thing is that, personally, I didn't even know they had a stable coin. But I guess they do. It's like decentralized USD. But dude, it's now, for over a day and a half, been below $1. So something's going on here, which gives me major, again, Luna Terra vibes, where something was outperforming, has now dumped, and now its stable coin is depegged and struggling to get back to $1, right? The longer this stays under, and I'm not the only one that can see that. I think that's why Tron is selling off. I think other people recognize, okay, this is literally like the real Luna 2.0, and I'm getting out of Tron before what happens to Luna happens to Tron. And the longer this stays off $1, I think the worse the selling on Tron gets, which ironically probably causes this to continue to stay depegged or get even worse, causing that similar kind of spiral that we saw with Luna, man. So this thing needs to get back to $1 like now, or else you're going to see Tron do something similar to Luna probably. I don't know. I can't say if in 2 days it doesn't get back there, it's going to happen, but I can do. You're literally staring over a cliff right now, and any minute now something's going to come along and push it. So just don't be surprised, man, if you see Tron in the news that it's its token has depegged after owners of Tron sold at a record rate, causing another death spiral or something, right? Which would probably in turn cause the rest of the crypto market to continue selling off, and round and round we go. How low can you go, right? So yeah, man, you need this thing to get back to $1. The longer it stays there, the more likely we see Tron Luna 3.0. Okay, which is good also, by the way, right? The more crap that gets taken out and dies, I'm okay with. It's fine with me, man. I'm sick of seeing Shiba at number 16. I'm sick of seeing Doge at number 10, right? Send them to 0. Clean the crap out. Make the space a little more respectable. All right. Get rid of the scams. Get rid of all the NFT crap. And it could be good for projects that actually have something going on or a little more serious. But yeah, man, Tron, again, yeah, look, it's at a major support at around 5 cents. Sure. It is massively oversold on the MACD. A lot of negative momentum going on. It's oversold on the RSI. But again, it's not about the chart necessarily in this one. It's about its stable coin here. All right. This is just a ticking time bomb that when there are other assets you can invest in, literally thousands of other assets, why would you want to take the risk on something like Tron? All right, because even if you applied technical analysis to it, and let's say this is where it stops, it starts to pivot, what's going to pull back to maybe the 382 at like 6 cents before being natural again and rolling over with the rest of the market? All right, is it going to pull back to its lower trend line from this broadening pattern just to then sell off again? Like, do you really want to risk a Luna type scenario where it could go to 0? Is it showing the signs for like 15%, dude? Trade something else. It's really fine. And if you're holding Tron, well, like, why at this point? I get it when it's outperforming, but it literally wiped out all of the gains that you've had from January of 2022. So there's literally, in my opinion, there's no reason to hold this. I think it breaks this support and likely heads down to like 2 cents. All right, that's the next support. My damn dog. All right, dog's freaking out. Had to sick the owner on her. But yeah, man. All right, so dude, probably heading to 2 cents in time. And again, if you get a Luna scenario, it dies probably for good. All right, and this needs to get back to $1. All right, but yeah. So let's take a look at Solana. Again, anybody that's in here, it's interactive stream, man. You want me to take a look at anything? Throw it in the chat, dude. It's free. I'd be happy to take a look. All right. We just went over Tron and how similar it looks to Luna's situation, and at any day I feel like that thing could just go to 0. Literally, it'll be the next headline. Taking a look at Solana, it's up about 3.94% on the day. Indecision candle though, nothing spectacular. This might actually be getting, yeah, I think this is starting to develop some Class A bullish divergence. Okay, right, like if you must own an altcoin in this market, turn your Tron into Solana or something. It's just safer. And it could offer like probably the same return. All right. Without the potential to have a stable coin attached to it, depeg, spiral, and destroy the project. And I see no reason to own Tron at this point. But yeah, your major support on Solana at this point is around $22. I don't see why you don't get there in time. Could there be a pullback at this level? Sure. And we could throw a Fibonacci on this. Pull back to, again, it's been pulling back to the 382 oftentimes. So $38, which is also some peak resistance back here from July 9th of 2021. So sure, you maybe, if you have to invest in this chart, you could pull up for, I mean, that's a 30% gain. But the stop loss would have to go down below like $20, so it would look like this. 30, you're risking 30% for a 30% gain. It's just 1-to-1 is crap, man. It's crap. It's not good. You don't need that, all right?
Oh my god.
Don't need it. Let's take a look at the weekly. Again, it's like you're not at a support here. Again, there's no bullish divergence on the RSI. The MACD, you could just start developing more negative momentum. Absolutely. I mean, this chart is wild, man. This is crazy. Just straight down like this. It's just it's fun. It's all fun and games on the way up. And no, right here, someone called it the Ethereum killer. And then up here, someone said it's the future of, you know, the space. And up here, someone said every NFT in the world's going to be built on it. And we're going to 500. All right. That's what was going on up here. And then at this point, it's down what? Off the top, 88%. So it's done. An 88% retrace, I would say here, right? Well, from this low back here in June, it's actually down about 90%. So it just does a full reset, right? It's going to 22 bucks, and whether it does something like this first, I don't think really matters. I think it's going to 22 bucks in time. So if you're dying to get Solana, maybe wait for it to get there. One thing I will note, man, is that I got into this stuff in 2017. I bought a ton of Solanas back in the day that were Ethereum killers, and, you know, they're gonna be the leaders in their space. None of them are back where they were when I bought them back then. And it'll probably be the same case in the next bull run. We'll fast forward a year, 2 years, however long it takes. The next Folana and Bardano will come out, and these things will be a thing of the past, right? They'll be around still. They'll probably still be around, but to say that at this point Solana is still as favorable or as good as far as maybe the tech, if you're an investor, you can't argue that. You can't say it. Cardano at least is slightly up still, I guess, from where it was kind of peaking out. But yeah, so that's Solana. Again, not a time to be swing trading it. Move it along. Let's take a look at Cardano, actually. All right, if anybody's in here, if you're enjoying the stream thus far, do me a favor, hit the like button, the sub, join the Discord over there, links in the chat. Just say hi, say what's up, man. Say hello. Talk to me about whatever's bothering you. Doesn't matter. All right, this is 10 times better if someone's even in it. Even if you just want to come in and say I suck. All right, makes it better. I'm not just talking to a wall. Anyway, Cardano is actually getting, at this point, it's attempting to build double. Let me see something here. Again, when it comes to divergence, you always want to use the bodies. Yeah, you're kind of wiping out the whole bullish divergence argument here, and the reason is that you've got a slightly higher low going on. And you could almost get away with Class B, maybe. I wouldn't be angry at that assessment, but it is a slightly higher low. But again, wouldn't be angry. On the MACD, it's still building negative momentum, though. You're not oversold on the RSI. So at this point, Cardano's another one where it's actually showing some interesting stuff. Right, it's actually doing some of that stuff, kind of double bottoming out. All right, came down, showing the bottom down here around 43 cents. Again, that's that peak back here from May 20th of 2018. So it's starting to get some consolidation and trying to put in some support. It's got more support than anything else I can see in this market. All right, with this double bottom type stuff. But again, not oversold, negative momentum continuing to build. Hidden bearish divergence was your last indicator here from this high. So continuation to the downside implied. And if you break this low, we could probably see it better on the weekly. This just looks terrible, man. If you break 40 cents, like really, you're going down to 15. All right, this peak back here from July of 2020. July 27th. All right, and we can throw a Fibonacci on it. I don't really know where that's going to line up. Yeah, you're at the 886 here. You're at like a massive... You're actually at a pretty textbook shark right now. That is also probably giving you some type of a reaction here, but... 1270, this is like perfect, dude. And then it's like the 141488. Oh my goodness, dude, that's literally like a perfect shark. going on here. So look, man, there's multiple factors down here. Horizontal support, almost a perfect, just humongous bullish shark. On the weekly, you definitely have Class A bullish divergence on the MACD developing. You don't have it on the RSI though. So I mean, best case scenario in my opinion, because of that, you pull back to 81 cents. Possibly 50% retrace from this high to low. Sure, maybe. I could see something like that just outperform. Cardano's actually kind of been one of those ones late, or really this whole time, that even when Bitcoin and them were going up, it was going down and sideways. You remember that back in the earlier part of the year, down around over here, right? In like October of 2021, it was kind of like going sideways. Everything else was still going up. Going into December and January, this was kind of going sideways, underperforming, and even when Bitcoin's dumping and stuff, Cardano's kind of been doing its own thing. It's kind of double bottoming, right? This chart looks very different from Bitcoin, Ethereum, some other things out there. So I would definitely rather buy Cardano than like Tron. You know what I mean? You could argue a long position here. It's not a great argument in my opinion, because you're in a massive downtrend, and everybody is screaming recession. So it's not a great argument as far as thinking that it's going to play out the way you'd like, but it's, again, better than buying like Tron or something. Okay. In my opinion, I'm not buying Cardano now either. Unless you've, again, been dollar cost average and stuff, that's fine. You can do that. You're buying it, you're doing that at the right time, to be honest. But the whole, again, going all in, taking large positions, long positions at least, doesn't make sense. If it's going to pull back to that 50% retrace, then just short it here, right? It makes more sense to short it. Again, you're in a downtrend. You short in a downtrend. You don't try to go long and fight the trend. It's just the opposite of what you're supposed to do, right? Short it in a downtrend.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
All right, man. Cool. Yeah, let's take a look at the Qs. Again, heading down to these supports here, like 266. I mean, dude, look at the gaps. That's terrible. This is violent selling. All right, fell below 280. This little local support you had back here, just trash. All right, this is the tech market. All right, slightly oversold on the RSI. No bullish divergence. No seller exhaustion. Oh my god, is it going to come up and fill the gap? Yeah, maybe, sure, before dumping back down to this level. Dude, it's I don't want to say like it's going to do something. I don't really ever like to do that because you really never know. But dude, this is most likely heading to 266 at the very least. This is on the 4 hour too. It's like moving to the daily. Like on the 4 hour, you could kind of see those supports. You can see them on the daily too. All right. Yeah, you can see them on the daily around 266, sure. But I bet it's not as clear on the weekly. Not at all. You got the 200-week moving average there, which you haven't been below since the 2008 financial crisis. Even COVID, even the COVID dump, you didn't get below the 200-week moving average, right? You're at it right now. So, yeah, you can expect it or hope that it's going to be a support. I'll tell you what, breaking that support and closing below that on the weekly is terrible. Dude, this is just alone, man. Like, even just look at the oscillators. Again, lower low on the oscillator. No exhaustion of any kind of selling or anything like that, right? Bears are 100% in control of the market. This thing has been in a bear market. It's off 33%, right? 20% a bear market. Am I buying tech?
Nope.
I'm not buying tech with your money.
No.
All right. Last thing was the little head and shoulders, and then it's just been death, man. So, yeah, maybe we get some relief here. But again, a slight pullback before continuing it. Absolutely, I could see that. This is the COVID low. Again, I don't really want to use that low because it was kind of an artificial black swan event. It wasn't just natural price action in a way. So I think it's more prudent. Good word, right? Come on. I'm trying it here.
Come on, man. Give me a little break here.
But yeah, 50% retrace. You're at it. 618's right down here around 244. You've also got this peak here, February 3rd. Again, though, that was COVID that caused that. So I don't know if I'd say there's really any horizontal support until, God, man, I don't even know. Maybe 188, which is just a further, 30% downside. Can you imagine that? 100% could do that, though. We haven't seen stuff like this in a long time, as far as, you know, the inflation, and it seems like everything, man. It's like there's a new food storage facility on fire every other day, right? All the food shortages incoming. All of the commodities have gone nuts. Natural gas, we'll take a look at that in a sec. That was with the title, right? Barbecues might be a little bit cheaper as far as propane. We went out and bought a propane tank the other day, filled it up. It was $90. The guy was literally apologizing to us before we even rang it up. He was like, look, dude, I know, guys, I'm so sorry, but it's $89.99. And we were just like, we looked at each other and just, are you kidding me? Be a lot cooler if you did bring down that price, you know?
Yeah, I've been in the
I looked him in his face. I was like,
How dare you?
this is an 86 Honda. How dare you? But yeah. Like we had in the 266. Well, god damn, dude. Last week was what? Down 10%. That's half the bear market right there. It's wild, man. So all the Jim Cramers. One thing I've learned in bear markets, at least, when Jim Cramer says to buy, don't buy. All right, just hang off. Go follow Inverse Jim Cramer on Twitter. He's hilarious. But yeah, dude, just hold on. All right, Jim Cramer thinks it's time to buy. But yeah, head into that 200-week moving average. Pray you don't fall below it. Death will ensue. Cool. All right, Qs. Take a look at the S&P real quick. It also still down to about 22% from the high, officially in a bear market. Okay. Negative momentum continuing to build. Looking at the weekly, it's not even, I mean, this is from the COVID low here. Now, I'll move it back, right? Let's be fair. If we're going to do it for the Qs, we got to do it for the SAP. 50% retrace puts you down to about 3,600, 200-week moving average, right around 3,500. Yeah, dude, I think you're going 3,500. I'd see no reason why not. Like, do you really think that the market here is going to stop and turn around? And what would be your reasoning behind that? Right? Negative momentum continuing to build. Lower low on the oscillators, right? It's not showing that sellers are getting tired. It's not showing buyers coming in. Okay, it's sellers. It's still just sellers. Until that stuff starts happening, you literally can't say that you think the bottom is in and it's up from here. You can't. There's no evidence to suggest that. On the daily, the 50% retrace, right? These peaks back here from September. That could be a level of support. All right, going to line up with that 200-week moving average. So cool. There we go. That's the support. 35.66. That's where you're heading. And I'm not saying you might not get a little pullback, but do you care about that? You're really going to try and buy stocks to try and catch a pullback like this before it continues dumping? Wouldn't it make more sense to just wait for a pullback if it happens and then short it here? Right? Why try to catch falling knives, right? Why try to catch sea urchins, whatever you want to call them? Makes no sense, right? All right, cool. Well, let's move along here. What else? Gold Doing nothing either, really. Attempting to maybe try to get some bullish divergence. On the daily, it's not really doing anything. Weekly is forming a disgusting bearish engulfing candle. Not even a bearish engulfing candle, a falling 3 method candle. Okay, green, 1, 2, 3, engulfing below the moving average. On the weekly, that's a disgusting candle, and likely goes farther. Am I buying gold right now?
Nope.
No, I'm not. Am I buying it?
Nope.
Nope. I'm smacking it. All right, let's take a look at natural gas. I'm gonna wrap it up there. Where's it at? UNG, right? Down on the day, 16%. Let's go, dude. Fire up the grill. That's what I'm talking about. Gapping below the 50-day moving average and negative momentum continuing to build. I don't know why. I don't know if there was a reason for this. Let's see if I can maybe find something. U.S. natural gas prices fall over Texas terminal repairs that will take months. Natural gas futures drop again as market fixates on Freeport LNG and earning natural gas price plunge after extended outage at Texas LNG facility. Okay. I would think an outage would just decrease supply, which should raise the price, right? Maybe not. You recommend buying anything at all right now? Rob, what's up, dude? Welcome. Yeah, man. So, like, even natural gas, even with this pullback, and you can find funds that, like, an ETF around natural gas. So, like, here's the thing with this, right? Like, look at what's going on here. See how it kind of is bottoming out? I mean, this is a pretty perfect cup with handle pattern that broke out, and now it's getting a major pullback to historical supports. So, as it's pulling back to these supports, again, because it's starting to come around and making higher lows, higher highs, right? The trend is starting to reverse. As it pulls back to these supports, you can buy it right here and set a stop loss just below. And then try to let it ride, right? These commodities, oil, natural gas, wheat, corn, all that kind of stuff. The energy companies, right? They're all in uptrends right now. So wait for them to pull back and then try to get in on the pullbacks and buy the trends, right? Don't fight the trend. But Rob, as far as crypto and everything right now, no. As far as crypto, no. As far as tech, no. As far as biotech, no. And I can show you why. But yeah, like for natural gas, right? This basically encompasses all natural gas companies. So any company that has to do with natural gas got destroyed today. And it's just kind of pulling back, and we could throw a Fibonacci from this low to the high, and it's not even at a 50% retrace, but that 50% retrace does have confluence with historical support. So on the pullback here, you did have Class A bearish divergence, which is not great, but you didn't have it on the MACD, which is an okay sign. So yeah, you get a pullback down to here. You know where to set a stop loss and try to just ride maybe a natural gas company up, right? SWN is a decent one. Had a really bad day today, but again, pulling back, still kind of in an uptrend, inverse head and shoulders on the weekly time frame. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to pull back, and that's totally normal and natural, especially after moves up like this. My portfolio speaks for itself. Ugh.
Come on, man. Give me a little break here.
Yeah, well, I know you got a little biotech and stuff, which just has been getting destroyed. You missed the big pharma bro cycle. Now it's defense stocks. So like Northrop Grumman, people that make weapons, sending a billion package deals over to Ukraine and stuff, right? Somebody has to make the weapons in those deals. It's your Boeing and your Raytheon and your what did I just say? Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, those kind of ones. But yeah, like Southwestern Energy, right? Move it to the daily time frame. Disgusting day, but pulling back to the 618 in that area, right at the 50-day moving average. Okay, cool. pulling back to the bottom of the trend line down here at $7.13. So getting into an area that makes sense for a long. All right. Personally, I would probably wait for the momentum to start shifting back towards the upside. Maybe a couple days. I'd want to see maybe a doji candle tomorrow or something, some kind of support before getting in on this. Confirmation of that support. But yeah, man, it's pulling back and presenting an opportunity. All my S&Ps are down too. What else do you have? Can you give me something specifically? Let me take a look real quick at even like wheat, man, right? So wheat is in arguably a bull flag type structure, right? So had its massive run up, hidden bullish divergence. It's trying to get rid of it right now by developing that negative momentum, but still has it. So showing continuation to the upside, right? So wheat, again, commodities. That's the kind of stuff that we're looking at right now. Energy and commodities and the defense stocks. But yeah, Rob, let me know what else you have besides. Let me know if you have anything besides biotech or tech, I guess, in general. Because that was the thing to be in on the way. It was in a massive uptrends going, you know, parabolic. That's where the returns were. And they're not there anymore. Right, even Tesla, multiple lower highs, lower lows, right? It makes sense to wait for pullbacks and then short if you can. What about livestock? Yeah, let me do this. I have a whole, let me move it to, I'm going to take a look at commodities for you in general here. Let me real quick just show you, again, like the stocks. So let's see here. I think I actually have one that's like all defense. Yeah, defense and aerospace. L3 hours. Like, so look, right? Notice how it's just in an uptrend, right? It's in kind of like a longer term uptrend. It's not been selling off like everything else has. Okay, so this is the kind of stuff you want to look for. Now, compare that to, I don't know, like a PayPal. So like, take a look at PayPal. Like, look how different it is. This is literally all the way back at its low from the COVID crash, even lower. It's lower than the COVID crash. So tech, dude, tech is just not where it's at. You want to be buying stuff that's in an uptrend. Yeah, cattle. Let me take a look at that for you real quick. I'm happy you're in here, dude. It's been 50 minutes of me just talking to myself. Let's see, cattle. No, it's cotton. Cotton. You will not be able to see very well. This is corn. All right, again, look at the uptrend, right? We got wheat. No, is this cattle? Feeder cattle, right? So here's feeder cattle. And we can move it to the weekly. And similar kind of stuff, right? Inverse head and shoulder type patterns going on. Okay, moving back, shifting back towards the upside. All right, once you got above 161, I think that's 161 per cattle, I guess. Look, just like looking left, man, there's no historical peaks or anything to stop you. So really, you're probably going to 195 in time. And it could do these types of things and pull back to these supports or whatever, but god damn it. Every time my ring alarm goes off, it makes my phone fall. Let me make sure I'm still live here. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, stuff like this, man. All right. It's probably going to that valley here at like 194, right? Which isn't good. That just means steaks, and I don't know if feeder cattle necessarily are. I don't know if they're the ones that get made into steaks or anything like that. But then I think we have lean hogs right here. Oh, this is live cattle futures. All right, so again, pulling back to these peaks here, 135 in that area. All right, so and in this this uptrend, hidden bullish divergence going on, which is again a continuation to the upside at the 50-day moving average. So it's pulled back. Honestly, now is probably a decent time to get in if you want to invest in cattle futures. All right. At peaks, at moving averages, showing continuation to the upside in an uptrend. See what I'm saying? Do you see? AVAV. AVAV's a drone company. Are they, what are they doing? Are they delivering packages for Amazon, or are they blowing people up?
Nope.
We were here before, so I don't know. You might have shown me this one before. This one's doing okay. Let me take a look. You're falling below. Let me clean it up. Just start fresh here. So you're at the 200-week moving average and the 50-day moving average. Again, showing a similar type of inverse head and shoulders here. No bearish divergence. Move it to the daily. All right, you're hanging out at this support back here from December of 2020. Let me see how significant it is. Yeah, I mean, it was a resistance both times back here. February 22nd of 2019 and August 20th. So, I mean, this is a significant level for sure. Again, at the 200-day moving average. Yeah, man, you could... I mean, it sounds like you're already in it, but if I were to trade it, I would probably do something like this. Considering you're at the support, I would probably do something like this, man. And I would just have the target back up at the top here at about $97, $100. But yeah, I mean, let's see. They make war drones. Some went to Ukraine. Okay, all right. So they're in business then, right? That's what it sounds like. Let me do this. It's a pretty massive channel. Did have some hidden bearish severance on the MACD, but not on the RSI. And I don't love that you're below this support here, but look, man, it's not, where are you at here? Right down around the 618. Don't see it being in any, like, real immediate danger. Take a look at the 4-hour. Any pivot above $74.28 is going to go ahead and start developing hidden bullish divergence. You don't have it yet. That's on the MACD. You wouldn't really have it with a pivot here on the RSI. It is at the 200 moving average on the RSI. Let me see. You might be coming off some kind of bearish harmonic here. Nah, not deep enough. $7.1. Nah. This one's kind of tricky. I do like the weekly. All right, I do like this inverse head and shoulders. I do like it at these peak supports with the moving averages right there. All right, this looks primed to that this would be an area for reversal. So, I mean, I would expect a little more upside. Maybe come up and fill that gap at like $90. Yeah, man, the macro with this thing is we're at war. You're in the right sector, all right? Defense and aerospace and all that kind of stuff is in an uptrend just in general, ETF. So you're in a decent space at support. If you fall below it, I mean, you're probably going to $72, all right? This local support here. And then below that, you're probably heading down to like $60 around there. So, I mean, if you want, you're at the support and at those moving averages. If you want to go ahead and shore yourself up with a stop loss, yeah, you can place it right around $76. And then when it gets down to 72, if we're seeing any kind of reversal signals down there, maybe you get, put a little more in or something, right? You don't have to necessarily sell it. Aero environment, making drones and make things go boom. Nice.
How dare you?
Frosty!
Rob, let's give you a spin since you're in here. Anybody else is in here wants to spin? Let me know.
Good luck.
I'm gonna wrap it up here soon. But yeah, Rob, dude, energy, commodities, defense stocks, stuff like that, those are all in uptrends right now. So you want to ride the trend, man. You don't want to fight against it. I'm just waiting for Tron to literally implode and be the next Luna. Nicely done, sir.
Godlike.
You took Nick's throne. Welcome to under the sea. Welcome to the ocean. There of Poseidon. That's you. That's you right here. Look at you. You look like Jason Momoa. That might actually be him, but yeah, we're underwater now. Look at that. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Because again, here, let me. A nice thing you could do if you don't. I don't know if you have a TradingView account or not, Rob, but when you're thinking about buying a specific company, whatever the case is, what I have here, I have all of the different ETFs, indexes, stuff like that, which basically is just a measurement of the overall sector. So what I'll do is I'll go to the sector like this, for example, ESPO is video games. I will go to the ETF chart and I will look at the overall health of the sector. As far as this would be Sony, this would be I guess not really Microsoft, but Blizzard, those kind of companies. I would not be looking to buy any of those, right? Even if I go to their charts and their charts look okay, they're probably going to underperform. And I mean, we can go look at something like Blizzard, Activision, right? I mean, it had that massive gap up. I'm not sure what happened there, but this chart's actually not terrible, but I still wouldn't buy it because the overall sector is in a downtrend and a bear trend. Okay? I don't want to be buying assets that are involved with, downtrends, because if the sector itself is poised to continue down, then that just means that every stock involved with it, Activision being one of them, is probably down as well. So I would just shift my focus to another sector that's doing better. Like tech, for example, or anything that Kathy Wood's invested in. Like you go to ARK, right? You could say maybe it's bottoming out a little bit here. I want to see something like that. But as of right now, it's just in a massive downtrend. So I'm not interested in buying anything that's in the ARK innovation ETF. I know they have like Tesla. I'm really not sure what else, but I think biotech. Here's biotech for you, right? This is why I'm not buying biotech. Again, sure, you're at a major support, you're at a major low, and you could arguably take a trade here and you could have a tight stop loss, and I get it, man. You're buying it at a low, and that's cool. But again, massive downtrend, and you're just now approaching the low. I want to see something like this. Okay, something a little more dramatic. Maybe another low, come up and hold it, right? Inverse head and shoulders, bullish divergence. We're not really getting that. So this is why I wouldn't buy anything in biotech. I'm not buying Pfizer. I'm not buying Moderna or anything like that because the chart is terrible. Let me see if any of these are, what is this? This is the Goldman Sachs Commodity Index, for example, right? Look at the uptrend. See what I'm saying? Don't fight the trend. Consumer discretionary. What else we got? Oil getting up there, right? The S&P, officially in bear market. Russell 2000. This is all like the small cap stocks. Again, you're at a major support here from February of 2020. So that's all the smaller cap businesses out there, which are the bedrock of this foundation.
Frosty!
All right, let's get out from under the ocean. Head back to land. I hope that was entertaining. Hope you brought your swim trunks. Sorry to get you all wet. Oh.
Frosty!
All right, man. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Like, here's the energy sector, right? XLE. Notice the uptrend. Okay, any energy company involved with this thing also now has the sector behind it, right? It's in a major uptrend. So you can expect that even on the pullbacks of those companies to have a better chance of the bullish indicators playing out. Okay, that's really it, man. Alrighty, I'm gonna get going. Been live about an hour and 12 minutes. Gonna go get some food. I think we might be doing some Chinese. Speaking of Chinese, we do where's the HSI? The Hang Seng Index. Trying to bottom out, it looks like a little bit. Hidden bearish divergence, though. You get back down there. 19,495. Get back down there, China. What do you think? You think you're gonna come up on us while we're selling off? I don't think so. Not on my watch. Cool. All right. The sun has gone down, so now this lamp is extremely bright, and I'm gonna get going. We're gonna take a quick look back at Bitcoin before I do. Anything going on? Hanging around 22K. What do we got? 20. Oh, the daily close. Let me take a look. All right, daily candle did close at an indecision, trying to set up a potential morning star, perhaps reversal, but now just getting red for the time being. So let's see if the 4 hour showing us anything. Crap, nothing. Maybe the hourly. Oh my god, we got a bullish engulfing candle. Come up to what? 23,000. Hit the 50 moving average and then dump again. Good luck. Cool. All right, it's gonna do it. Did Tron die yet? No, not yet. It probably will, though. Give it time. All right, everybody that tuned in. Wow, the water's still going. Hold on a sec. There we go. Anybody that tuned in, Rob, appreciate you being here, man. Anybody watching this later, appreciate you checking it out. I hope it was helpful in any kind of way. If it was, hit the like button, the subscription. Get in the Discord over there. Link is at the top of the chat. The Instagram, the Twitter. I just deleted all my social media today, so I don't know how active I'll be in there. But, yeah. Do that. Help your boy out. Help get some more eyes on the channel. Become learned in the ancient ways. And, that's gonna do it. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Why not? Till then, keep it real, keep it chill, keep it. Hold on. I gotta get a good one.
Hold on.
Keep it luxurious. I like that one. That's a good one. Keep it luxurious. But more important than any of those, more important than keeping it luxurious, as always, keep it technical. Our boys.
money.